This is Francis from Vancouver. This morning, I was reading. I made me think about life and made me think about dreams. And so, first of all, The Way of the Superior Man. It's a spiritual guide to mastering the challenges of woman, work, and sexual desire. So, one of the excerpts says, her feelings and therefore what she's actually going to do could change in 5 minutes. It could actually change every 5 minutes. And for me, if we're thinking about women or life in general, does that make you feel better knowing that things can change every 5 minutes? Like think about this. That's the analogy I had in my mind. If you're a navigator and you're going to sail on the ocean, there's a big siren right now. See, I didn't expect that. And so if you're going to sail, are you going to expect only sun? Are you going to expect that there's not going to be any storm? And what if you just know that there's going to be some storms? You don't know. Maybe the waves are going to be big. Maybe they're not going to be big. The question is, are you still going to move forward knowing that it's going to happen? I mean, there's so many times where I feel that in my life I didn't act because I was too afraid of the unknown, too afraid of maybe some waves, too afraid of a potential storm. The cost of that is that I didn't discover so many things about myself, or I didn't leap, or I didn't grow. Think about Columbus. It's almost 525 years ago. He wanted to go discover India. What did he discover? He discovered North America. And think about the courage that he had to go through to just go through the unknown. And most of us, or a lot of us, are here in America thanks to that discovery. And that took a lot of courage. And there's no way that he could expect everything that would happen. There's no way he would know exactly how long it was going to take or when the storm would happen. The thing is, he knew that there's some storms that would happen. And he still moved forward. So I'm inviting you, and my challenge to you is there anything that you're not doing because you're expecting too much troubles? I don't think it's possible to expect everything. It is impossible. And here's another thing that I've read with The Alchemist, the book The Alchemist, one of my favorite book. And it said something like, the fear of the inevitable is worse than the inevitable itself. So that's basically dwelling in the worry about the future that never even happened. And that doesn't make us present about what's going on, and it stops us most of the time when we're in that space. And the reality is that 90% of all the worries never really happen. So knowing, one, that the weather can change, or like every 5 minutes, knowing that for me puts me so much more at ease. I know it's expected. And when I was in New York last week and I was talking to Lindsay Starling, she said, just expect that the road will be paved with failures. And I think that's phenomenal. I really think that that's how we should teach the kids and the education system. Instead of striving for the stars, we should know that effort is more important because that leads somewhere. That navigation through the ocean leads somewhere, instead of waiting for the perfect ship to go on the ocean and sometimes not even go because we want the stars, we want everything. That's not where the whole happiness is. The happiness is in the journey. The happiness is in leaping forward, going into the unknown. And sometimes we think we're going to India, but we're actually discovering something even better, which is America, and that has a profound impact in our life. So I'm inviting you to know that failure is great. It's part of the journey. We can never know exactly when the storm's going to hit. We know when it's going to hit. And if we're spending all our time to try to imagine when that's going to happen, it's just such a waste of our energy. And I've done it so many times in my life, and I can tell you that last week, many different occasions when I decided to leap forward without even knowing where that's going to lead, it brought me way better results than I thought. Whether it's just renting a van, not even being sure that if we can interview someone, but we're doing it because we're keeping faith and we're not waiting until it's perfect. We're doing it, and then that creates so much more opportunities. And then it's the beauty of navigating, and you learn while you navigate the techniques that you need to do in order to maybe prevent another one or deal with the situation another time, and that makes us so much more stronger. So I invite you to leap. I invite you to take the boat, go on the ocean, sail, expect the failures. And on the other side, there's going to be an amazing discovery, a discovery about yourself and freedom. So that's it for today. And I can't wait to see you tomorrow. Take care, guys. How do we stop that?